Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator tables video. My name is John. I'll be taking you through the charts this Thursday, the 1st of December. Here we have the live currency strength indicator tables in front of us. We have two types of tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are highlighting the same studies but just different time frames. So the trend traders is our higher time frame and the day traders is our lower time. You can see here some of the currencies are highlighted in green. Those are showing confluence between the two trading time frames, and that's where we'll be focusing our attention in these videos. The tables auto update every 15 minutes 24/7, so wherever you are and you have access to the live currency strength indicator tables, then you can get the latest update when you log in. So, what are the live currency strength indicator tables showing us today? Well, it shows us from a trend trader's point of view that the New Zealand dollar remains top at S1, followed by the Japanese yen at S2, followed by the Australian dollar at S3. On the weak side of things, we've got the US dollar W1, Canadian dollar at W2, followed by the euro at W3. On a day trader side of things, we've got the yen as the S1 as the strongest currency, followed by the New Zealand dollar as S2, followed by the Australian dollar as S3. Top of the charts again is the US dollar W1, followed by the Canadian dollar at W2, but this time followed by the Swiss franc at W3. So I'm actually going to focus on dollar yen today. We focused on a lot more of the currencies yesterday, so if you did want to check out sort of Kiwi, CADJPY, dollar and currencies pairs like that, after this video check out yesterday's video because we talk about those coming into some key areas of interest. But I'm going to focus on dollar yen today. Let's jump into the chart. So we can see here I'm actually on a daily time frame because we have talked about dollar yen in the past, but I will just give us a brief overview of what's happening on this monthly time frame, because prices recently come up into the 150 handle. We've started to reject after a very large move to the upside, so you can clearly see here that since the sort of start of 2022, dollar yen has been pushing to the upside. Most recently we came into the 150 highs and we've started to see a rejection and price pull back to the downside. So looking for that continuation in the short term, especially if I go down to our daily time frame, because you can see the daily 200 moving average running through here at the 134.48 handle. Now we haven't really seen a retest of this 200 moving average ever since price did cross over back in March 2021. So ever since then we've been pushing to the upside. We haven't really had a significant test of this 200 moving average, so that's where I'm expecting the price of dollar yen to come and retest in the near future. Now dollar yen, after reaching that 150, started to make those lower highs, lower low patterns, and most recently today, we've broken through previous structure lows as well as this trend line support through here. Okay, so this trend line through here has now failed and price has started to push to the downside. Okay, now we don't know whether it's fully failed. If price does start to climb back up and close back within, then we could say technically that was a hold at the resistance level, at the support, sorry, of the trend line. However, if it was to continue to close below, then we could consider that as a breakout opportunity. Now, if that is going to break out, where could it move to? Well, we've got the couple of areas lined up. We've got the 200 daily moving average, which is at that 134.48 handle, or we've got the 131.50 handle, which you can see here has acted as support in the past. So that could also be an area where price wants to target on its move to the downside. Now if I just float down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see I've just put a few more details on here. I'll zoom in actually so you can get a little bit of a better look at that. Let me just try and stretch a bit of the price action in. But you can see here price has then created this bearish channel where price has been bouncing between the highs of the channel and the lows of the channel, and not so long ago at that key area or those key lows, price formed a consolidative pattern where price has moved sideways. So what I'm expecting from dollar yen is one or two things. We're either going to see price retrace back to the range lows, continue to the downside, so definitely one to watch out for trend traders. Or alternatively, we could see price continue up, come to the top of the trend line and continue within this bearish channel to the downside. I quite like the idea of price coming back to the range area and finding a retest. So that's around about the 137 spot 50 handle. That area there is quite nice because you do have, if I just zoom out, you've got the trend line confluence through there. If it's not acting as support, could turn resistance, and you've also got the fact that it's a consolidation below that 139 handle. So I do quite like that opportunity for price to come back, retest, and then trade to the downside. Okay, so keep your eye on dollar yen. I think it's more for a trend trader's move at the moment, just because we're at that support. So if I was to go to a lower time frame like the hourly, for instance, you can see we're finding some support here at that channel low at the moment. So I wouldn't want to rush into anything there. I'd want to see price pull back, look for the continuation to the downside here. Now, like I said yesterday, we did feature quite a few charts, but I did just want to highlight one more chart that we haven't talked about in the last sort of couple of days, and that was CAD yen. Reason why I'm looking at CAD yen, again, CAD yen featured on both tables here, and you can actually see that CAD yen now is trading through the 102 handle. So if it's going to follow a similar path to dollar yen, then we could see price come down to this 99 handle here. You can see it's trading below the 200 moving average as well. Again, going down to that 4-hour time frame. Yesterday we did talk about price coming back up into this area here for a continuation to the downside. So if you did catch that move there, then you pocketed yourself 130 pips to the downside. So definitely something to keep aware of going forward is this downward move forming here on CAD yen. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, you can access these tables at any time, 24/7, every 15 minutes they update. So please remember to access the tables throughout the day. And I will look forward to speaking to you in the next video.